You're recording? Thank you, Kevin.
I'll do the opening script for anybody who might be online, since there's nobody here. I feel lonely. Good evening. Welcome to the March 27th meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of Local Law Number 14 of 2022, the Board's meetings are being held both in person at Town Hall and via video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via video conference can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's agendas and meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments for public record through the town website. If you are attending via Zoom and wish to speak during this meeting, then please click the raise hand icon. As a reminder to all applicants, agents, and members of the public who wish to speak at the meeting, please state your name and Hamilton residence for the record. Thank you. And I would invite everyone to rise for the salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on the agenda is the acceptance of minutes for the previous 3 meetings. What's your pleasure on the minutes of February 7th?
Were we all here for that one? Who was not here?
Tom
I
wasn't
wasn't.
here, and
I wasn't here.
And I wasn't here.
Oh,
Oh, so you can't do that one.
okay.
only three.
Well, you gave me an answer. Next, what's your pleasure on the minutes of February 21st? We're not going to do that one either. Okay, how about March 13th?
Same thing.
I was here for that one.
I was not.
Move to accept the minutes as written or amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Except-
Okay,
except
and next
abstains.
meeting we'll work on the February meetings. Public hearings, A 019131 Lynn Prue Revocable Trust. And the applicant requests an adjournment to June 26, 2024. Is there anyone in the public like to speak on this application? Or on Zoom?
Motion to adjourn to June 26, 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is A021084 Judy P. Gallagher, and also, we're doing these together, A021085 SCI for TARPA. Applicant requests adjournment to June 12th, 2024.
Motion to adjourn both
Is
those.
anyone in the public want to speak on this application? Anyone on Zoom want to speak on the application? No.
Both of those applications adjourned. Motion to adjourn both of those applications to June 12th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Advisory reports. The planning board of state of Madeline Cuomo.
Good evening, Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. This is a subdivision which is in its final review stage at the planning board. The track is located on the south side of Montauk Highway between Seashore and Ocean Avenues in the Hamlet East Quad. There are 2 recommended brief comments. The first is that the Conservation Board supports the planned installation of street trees along Montauk Highway, as they'll provide needed shade, thermal cooling, carbon sequestration, songbird habitat, and improved air quality, while softening the visual impact of the subdivision as viewed from this well-traveled road. And second, the board likewise backs the establishment of a 10 feet wide naturally vegetated buffer along the southerly lot line of proposed Lot 4.
Marty,
Yes.
number 1, is it possible for us to ask for the installation of native street trees?
Yes, I can make that change.
Thank you.
Move to send these comments?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. Wetland boundary and jurisdiction appeal. And this is a resolution to schedule a public hearing for WB 24001 Farron Farvin. Is there a
You
motion?
just need a motion.
to
Motion to set a
schedule
public hearing
For May 22nd.
for May 22nd, 2024.
Resolve that, is there a second?
Second.
Resolve that the Town Conservation Board hereby schedules the public hearing for May 22nd, 2024. Request a notice of public hearing be published in the town designated newspaper pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-6C and 325-8C of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we're gonna move down to preliminary review, secret determination, A 022082 Erlinda Bildner, and this is postponed to April 10th.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? Let me see, okay. A 023022 Guillaume Savadier.
Motion to postpone till April 10th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 023049 Jeffrey Anschlower. That's- go ahead.
Motion to postpone till April 10th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024006 Paul Gretsch, Lauren Gretsch, John Gretsch, and Karen Tortorelli.
This is a pending application for an existing residentially developed property located at White Oak Lane in the hamlet of Tuckahoe. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 18, 2024. This application has been filed in order to gain this board's approval to undertake minor accessory improvements as well as to address drainage issues at the property. There is also encroachment within an existing covenanted, required naturally vegetated wetland, non-service, non-fertilization buffer, which will be addressed as well. The property is marked by extensive freshwater wetlands with significant biodiversity. The board had issued prior permits for development of the site that were conditioned upon establishing restrictive covenants, taking in the major part of this property in the interest of protecting wetland values and benefits. The history of this property is that under the prior ownership, the landowner had commenced fill, deposition, grade modifications, and clearing within the formerly naturally vegetated buffer right up to the wetland edge. I had required extensive restoration and revegetation, which had been completed and signed off upon. However, just prior to sale, portion of that buffer was again cleared to create some lawn. I have been working with the new landowners for some time. In addition to their cooperation as far as restoring the remaining disturbed parts of the buffer, they're also trying to address the host of runoff and drainage issues, which have resulted in significant flood damage in the basement of the home. That being said, I worked closely with the applicant's architect, engineers, and landscaper in order to address those issues. We also found that the vinyl pool, which had been authorized by this board some years ago, was in a state of decline. So the plan before you calls for replacement of that vinyl pool with a new gunite pool at the same setback. The existing brick patios, which were a big factor in the runoff and basement flooding, are being changed to pervious. The pavers, there is quite a large network of drainage that's being installed as well. So this is an application that was in the pre-application stage for a period of almost 2 years. I'm happy to say that the plans that are before you tonight are excellent, and they address all of the concerns and issues at the site. As such, we have sufficient information to make a determination. Accordingly, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second?
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024012 Lynn Mara Revocable Trust.
This application relates to a waterfront site on the Great Peconic Bay that's marked by bulkheads and a bluff line. The Conservation Board years ago had authorized certain improvements on the property and required that a naturally vegetated wetland, non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer be established. Landowner has been facing erosion issues over the years. I've worked closely with their former landscape to try and address those issues. The existing bulkheads are failing, and there's yet some erosion. So the plan before you is to stabilize that shoreline by replacing the existing bulkheads, adding some supplemental stone, and the portions of the existing buffer that will be disturbed or which are overrun with invasive plants will be restored to native vegetation. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 14, 2024. There is sufficient information to make a determination. Accordingly, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024014 James Della Pace and Christina Della Pace.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property that fronts a small tributary and lagoon associated with the Mauritius Bay system. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 25, 2024. The landowner had commenced pool deck demolition and reconstruction, as well as renovations to the home without requisite building and wetland permits. They were cited, which prompted the landowner to have me flag the wetland boundaries, which have been surveyed. I have recommended that the new treated wood that was being used in reconstructing the deck, that be replaced with non-treated wood. There are some roof runoff issues that need to be addressed by dry well installation. The additions to the house include a partial second floor addition with a rooftop deck. There is a need to reconfigure the pool enclosure fence to install a pool dry well to convert the pool to a no chlorine or low chlorine treated swimming pool. I have provided the applicant with a sketch showing a recommended covenanted, naturally vegetated, wetland, non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer, which the applicant emailed me yesterday to indicate that he was amenable to that mitigation and all of the other remediation which I said needs to be employed. This is an application for which we have sufficient information to make a determination. As such, the public hearing requirement can be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to chapter 225, section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution, mission modification, CB 1300033, Randall C. Stone and Jennifer L. Stone.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed waterfront lot in the hamlet of Remsenburg. This board had issued a wetlands permit some years ago in order to allow for a partial redevelopment inclusive of various additions and decks and a swimming pool on the landward side of the residence. That permit was conditioned upon establishment of a restored naturally vegetated buffer, which I'm happy to say is in compliance. The applicants had to put the project on hold for a number of years, so they have been renewing the permit. They're finally ready to move ahead, and are looking to make some minor modifications to the originally approved project design, which will not result in any additional wetland impacts. They're also installing an IAOW TS in order to protect water quality. So there are no issues with the requested wetland permit modifications. As such, there is a resolution before you to approve the modified permit and revise project plans so that the landowner can move ahead.
Motion
Motion to issue modification.
Second.
Resolved that a wetland permit modification be issued to Randall Stone and Jennifer Stone for the proposed project by the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Was that?
No, I'm not opposed, no.
Oh, okay.
How come?
CB 19038, 49 White Oak LLC. This is a two-part, do it together permit. We're doing some work, but also to rescind a covenant which requires a majority plus one vote.
So just briefly, this application relates to a once vacant forested lot where the board had issued a permit to allow for residential development and installation of a swimming pool. The home was built, but they have yet to construct the pool. The landowner's consultant had advised the board that there were freshwater wetlands on the adjacent lot. As such, the board had required a naturally vegetated buffer extending into the northeast corner of this property, which was established, and the yard fences were routed so as to run along the landward boundary of the buffer. However, the area of wetlands that was formally identified before by the landowner's consultant were the subject of a subsequent wetland determination appeal. that was submitted to this board for the adjacent vacant lot, where the applicant's consultant had formally identified wetlands. The board's finding, based upon public hearings, was that there are no town-regulated wetlands on the adjacent lot. In light of that appeals decision, there is no longer a need to maintain the previously required covenanted buffer on the subject lot. There are wetlands in the surrounding area, such that wetland permits are still needed on this property, but there is nothing about the application as a consequence of the board's decision regarding the adjacent lot that would warrant continued establishment of a buffer on this lot. So the application was filed in order to seek this board's approval to extinguish the covenant encumbering this lot, and also to reroute the fence lines so they can run along the northeast boundary of the property rather than landward of the formally required buffer. As indicated, the covenant can only be amended or extinguished by a majority plus one vote of this board.
We need a motion.
We need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
This is a motion that a modified wetland permit be granted to 49 White Oak LLC, as well as approval to amend the terms and conditions of a covenant recorded with the Suffolk County Clerk on July 2nd, 2019, under Lieber D00013017, page 810. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? CB 21046, Carlton Gibson and Kaya. Hi, Mark.
This is a residentially developed property on Island Creek Road in the hamlet of North Sea. It has bulkheaded water frontage, as well as a naturally vegetated wetland area. The board had previously issued a wetlands permit to allow for a significant expansion of the existing home, inclusive various additions and deck improvements, as well as a septic upgrade. That permit was conditioned upon establishment and recording of a covenanted naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization at the above. At the site, the area was to be restored and revegetated with native plants as per a town-approved plan. The applicant has since decided to abandon the former plans for expansion of the home, and is now seeking to go ahead with very minor improvements that include partial demolition, replacement of steps to the residence, and upgrade of the sanitary system to an IAOWTS, resulting in a needed reconfiguration of the planned pervious drive as well. So in light of the significant modifications that were made to the previously approved project plans, and because there is no aspect with regards to the changes in construction that will result in any adverse wetland impacts, the applicant is also seeking to amend the existing covenant to extinguish the restrictions that are encumbering the property. They have not commenced any of the work that was previously authorized, and there is no aspect of the modified plans that warrant the imposition of a covenanted area. So there is a resolution before you, both to approve the modified scaled-back construction plans, the septic upgrade, as well as to extinguish the covenant that's restricting the premises right now. And the amended covenant does need to be approved by a majority plus one vote of this board.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Resolved that a modified wetland permit be granted to Carlton, Gibson, and Kaya Hamark, as well as approval to amend the terms and conditions of a covenant recorded with the Suffolk County Clerk on November 19th, 2021, in the Lieber D 000133130, page 396. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution of conditional approval, A 023040, 11 Shore Drive LLC. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second?
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to 11 Shore Drive LLC for the proposed project in the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm abstaining.
I'm going to abstain as well. I wasn't here for that.
I wasn't here for it.
Last one.
Okay, we still have 4 votes. We're okay. Next is A 023041, Jennifer Standing, and this is postponed to April 24th.
Motion to postpone to April 10th, 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm abstaining, I wasn't here.
A 023064, Kristen Dracos and Mark Dracos. Any discussion?
Move to issue?
Second.
Resolved that a wetland permit approval be granted to Kristen and Mark Dracos for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
1 abstention. A 023069, Alexander Koshansky. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second?
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Alexander Koshansky for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Opposed? A 024006, Paul Gretsch, Lauren Gretsch, John Gretsch, and Karen Tortorelli. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit will be granted to Paul Gretsch, Lauren Gretsch, John Gretsch, and Karen Tortorelli for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024012, Lynn Mara Revocable Trust. Any discussion?
Move to issue?
Second.
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit will be granted to Lynn Mara Revocable Trust for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the last on the agenda is a
That's it.
motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all.